my word, just when I thought that could be another new feature on Instagram with it just rolling out Reels not too long ago. By the way, definitely go check mine out. There is a new tab that has popped up on Instagram lately, right here. No, right here, and it's Instagram guides. If you don't know how to use these, you need to get on it because they're gonna end up on the Explore page. They're gonna allow you to get more eyes on your content and allow you to visibly step up into that content creation space just by taking old content you've already used. Talk about repurposing. Let's crush it, gold diggers. My name is Kimberly Olson, and for this episode of #GetLit, we're gonna crush your business in less than 10 minutes. Stay tuned. So we are actually in my Instagram account right now on my phone. I'm going to show you all about Instagram guides, and actually we're going to walk through creating one together. Okay. So whenever there's a new trend on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're hanging out, you want to get on it as soon as possible. You don't want to be that person who's like, oh, I can't figure it out. You want to get on it right away, because not only does that allow your account to get boosted, your algorithm stronger, you're going to get more people seeing your stuff, because just like my Reels, I always get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 views, constantly getting new people seeing my account because I'm consistent with it. But it's also going to increase your posture and that social media presence that you want, because you're going to attract the exact people you want to work with, because they're going to go, oh, wow, she seems to know what she's doing. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So right here, where you see the little, it looks like a guide, little brochure. So there's one there that we've already created. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the plus symbol right here, which is obvious. And then places, you can curate content if you're more in the, laptop lifestyle. Not doing as much as that right now at the time of this recording, but you can do places. Products would be great if you are an affiliate, you're doing brand influencer work, or maybe you have your own shop. And then posts is what I'm going to show you. So this is where you actually curate content around content you've already done. Okay. So you're just going to put it together in a guide. So for this one, we're going to pretend that I'm going to do one about books. Okay. So this is just for demonstration purposes only. But I'm just going to scroll through my content, and I'm going to look for anything with me having a book in my hand. Okay. I've got a couple of older ones that I know that there's some books. I just want to give you guys enough here to show you what that looks like. And I think there we go. Okay. So I'm not sure on the max on them, but I would say safely, you're going to want a minimum of probably 3 posts to make it, something that's curated here. So let's just say this right here is what we want for the guide thumbnail. Okay. So just like you saw the one that I just had here, I'll show you over here. So this right here is what we're looking for. We're creating the thumbnail that people will see when they come to our guide. So maybe this is the guide that I want. I think it looks great because it's kind of an all-encompassing of several books. So then the first thing you're going to do is add a title. Okay. So I'm going to put Gold Digger books. Book. You can honestly call it whatever you want, but you want something where people will know right away what it is. With titles, I don't recommend being obscure where people are like, I don't know what that means. You want it to be really obvious, like, oh, cool, it's her guide to books that she loves. Okay. And then you can change the cover. It's a little wonky to get to the next one. So when you're done, just scroll, pull your phone up and it'll get you out of that spot. Okay. So you can change the cover right there. What is this guide about? So these are a few of my favorite books to crush your biz. And the cool thing is you can use emojis and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So now what it's going to do, it's going to have, and I wonder if you can change the title. You can reorder the post. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So if you're like, oh, I don't like that order, right? I just made this reel, so that's why it's popping up. But let's add the title. Here, my story about writing. And then you can say what it's about. Ever struggle with something? And then you can write a little description. Okay. So that way people go, oh, okay. So this one, she's going to talk about her story and then ever struggle with something. So the next one could be my faves, right? What's on your nightstand? These are on my nightstand right now. So it's just a way to gather content, give people resources, but also share more about you, right? Because I'm taking my favorite things and putting them together. My nights, these are on my nightstand, right? Nightstand. I can't type. Okay. These are on my nightstand right now. And again, grab your thumb and just pull up. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through and you're going to add a title. You don't have to have a post. You don't have to put a description about the post, but I recommend it because the more content you can put, the better. Okay. And then you would click add post at the bottom, and then it is going to add that to your guide. This will show up on the Explore page. What that means is the Explore page is where people can discover other accounts, so they don't have to be following you to see this. This is how you get new people finding your profile. And then also what you can do is when you come inside, you can actually share it. So after you make it hit the airplane, and then you're going to add your guide to your story with the hopes that other people will share it and see it, but it will link to the guide. So if people are in stories, they can click it and go look at it. And I'm guessing you can edit it. So if you get done and you're like, oh man, you can also copy the link. So wouldn't it make sense to take these and maybe put them over on, Facebook, if you have a Facebook group, LinkedIn, wherever else you're hanging out? You could also do a guide of curated content. Take those guides and you can actually put it over on Pinterest as well. So be thinking about, you already created this post. So we're going to take all of these posts, we're going to put them together, curate that content, repurpose it, because I have stuff in there from, a year and a half ago. So someone might go, oh, wow, cool post, right? And then now they're looking at something that I put together forever. And so Instagram is instant, right? This is a way to pull old stuff and repurpose it. And now we have a new piece of content with stuff that we've already done. So as you can see, my effort is completely minimal aside from picking what I want to put in the guide and writing a few captions. So if you're struggling with getting content out and you're just like, what the secret that the content creators do, and I'm a strong content creator, so I can speak to this, is we repurpose content. We repurpose it, but we also do a great job of pushing it out there, getting it across social media. You could even, if you're going, man, I don't know, what's a good thing I could send out to my email list once a week. You could take all of your posts, like if you're heavy on Instagram, you could take all of your content for the week, put it in a guide, and then you could take the copy link and you could send that out in an email. Be like, hey, here's everything going on in my world. I mean, there's so many things that you could do with it. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to say, I'm going to make a guide in the comments so I can hold you accountable. When you make your guide, go ahead and share it in your stories and tag me, and I'm going to give you a shout out and feature your guide in my stories. You can find me on Instagram at the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL. And if you love this, please subscribe. And also, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and click like and follow my business page. That way you never miss an episode. So until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.